Nice to see everybody through my computer screen. This is an abbreviated version of a chair yoga practice I shared recently on Zoom. It is being taped in late October, and so although it's rather sunny here in Tucson, the days are getting shorter, and certainly in many parts of the country it's a little colder and a little darker, and it's a good excuse to generate some warmth and some heat and some light, and to bring that bright light into our spheres of being. So that will be the theme today. We're going to start, as we often do, by warming up the hands. And then we will take a mudra, a hand gesture, which is called Surya Mudra, the pad of the thumb to the pad of the ring finger, or the pad of the thumb to the fingernail of the ring finger. Surya Mudra is named after Surya, the sun god in Indian mythology. We're going to lift the arms here, take a couple deep breaths, and then begin little circles one direction. Generate some warmth, some light. Feel a little brightening of the energy around you, and then reverse the direction of those circles. Keep it going. And then inhale, lift open the hands. Exhale, make fisted hands, tuck the chin round just a little bit, and continue like that for a few rounds. Inhale, exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, and then extend the arms and just float the arms down along by your sides. Roll the shoulders a couple times, both directions. Good. Relax the hands to the thighs. Just check in with your neck, turn your head side to side. And then as you come back to center, we'll take a few moments to focus on the breath. And this is the beginning of every yoga practice, a chance just to direct the awareness inward. You can close the eyes or soften the gaze. Breathe in and breathe out. Let go of all busy thoughts, all questions, plans, to-do lists, obligations. Move it all aside and feel yourself arriving in this present moment, here and now. And just feeling that deep, smooth, steady breath. The breath has a calming effect. It helps to quiet the mind. And when the mind is still, the body can more easily relax also. And as you relax into the breath, take a moment just to scan your body. Notice how you're feeling. Any time of year that you may be doing this practice, but if it's in the fall, take note of autumnal changes that you may be experiencing. Modify if you need to during this practice, of course. Take care of your needs today. And then we'll lift the palms to face up. Now you could have the hands on the thighs or go a little higher with the hands as I'm showing here. A moment to open to an intention or affirmation. This may be one word. It may be a short sentence to yourself in the present tense in a positive voice. It may also be a feeling, a way of being that you'd like to open to. So perhaps a feeling of optimism, tranquility, strength, courage, whatever comes to mind for you today. And with our intention set, we'll take a big breath in, lift the arms up overhead. Bring the hands down to the middle of the chest. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take the feet wide. We'll stir the pot. I always like to do this any time of day, any time of year. I have a slightly creaky chair, so that may be a part of the sound effects here. Stir the other way. Stretch and circle. Here's a kind of interesting little number for the shoulders. We're going to keep the legs wide, bring the hands to the thighs. I'll be a mirror image of you. Dip your right shoulder towards the floor, look over your left shoulder. Good, and then come up, dip and twist the other way. Look over your right shoulder. If that's feeling okay, do it once more to each direction. We have the legs wide, set up nicely for our chair yoga jumping jacks. In and out. Exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale one more time. And then let's finish with the feet closer together. And as you have your thighs perhaps about parallel, you can lift your arms, and I'm going to turn a little bit so you have a better view of this. Our Saguaro Cactus arms. I do this one quite regularly with those of you who I see on Zoom, and for those who practice chair yoga with me, perhaps in other ways. This is something you've done before. You can add a little flexion and extension of the spine here if you want to. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, come back and just release. Take Surya Mudra again, the thumb and ring fingertips touching. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel a little bit of warmth already that we've generated. Perhaps reflect on that sense of the inner light, which can shine bright even on a gray, cold day. And then we'll bring the hands to the knees here. We're going to go a little wider again with the legs and do a little circling. And again, my creaky chair, which you may or may not be able to hear. Just 2 or 3 circles one way, 2 or 3 the other way. Okay, we'll come back to center. We'll take the knees in and out. In and out. You can add the jazz hands if you want to get fancy. Okay, and then coming back together with the feet closer to one another. A real quick set here. I do this one regularly with all of you who I see here in Tucson and beyond, bend and straighten. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly here. You can always pause the video and spend a little more time on it if you want to. Bending and straightening the leg, circling the ankle. Now figure 4, we'll go right in. Oh, you know what? No, I hit something else I added on Zoom today. I want to do this too. Stomp. It feels good to stomp your foot. It's also very good exercise for your one leg. We'll do it to the other leg in a moment. Generate some warmth. Good, I can feel that. Now extend the leg, and you may not be able to see my toes, but I'm pointing them up. I'm going to lean forward. The toes are kind of pointing up towards the ceiling. I'm imagining drawing them towards my head. And then as we come up, we're ready for figure 4. And I'm just going to do this rather briefly today. Ankle to the thigh for those who want to go there. You can always keep 2 feet to the floor if you prefer. A gentle twist, side to side. An optional forward fold. Come right forward with the arms or hold on to the chair. Oh, you'll really feel that in the hip of the side that has the leg lifted. Okay, I showed this on Zoom. We're going to cross the leg today. So you're going to just slide the leg on top to the bottom leg. I'll turn sideways so you can see. We're going to take our boat pose here. You can lean back, lift your heel off the floor. If you can find that balancing point on your sits bones. This is a very unique variation on boat, I think. Keep breathing. As you release and come down, just do a little bit of the wave. So again, I'm turned a little bit sideways so you can get a good view of things. You can face right towards the screen if you'd like. And then just come up, roll the shoulders, turn the palms forward, shift the gaze to one side, turn the palms back to center. Inhale, shift the gaze. This is the wise owl. Back to center. And other side. Back to center. And we do everything to both sides. So we will take our second side, your left leg, I believe, if you are a mirror image of me, bend and straighten. Good. Circle the ankle. I'll turn a little bit sideways so you can see. After circling both directions with that foot, we will stomp, 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 stomp. You don't have to lift this high. You can go just, an inch or 2 above the floor or go a little higher, whatever feels best. Keep it going. And then extend the leg. I'm flexing the foot, pointing the toes up, hinging at the hips, coming forward, creaky chair and all. And we'll come back up. And we're going to take the figure 4. if that works for you. All right, now I did a little something different on the second side of the figure 4 earlier today. When it gets cold, we tend to kind of round and kind of contract and sort of try to protect ourselves a little and retain heat. So to counter that rounding and contracting inward, I'm going to have you reach up and up. Now you don't have to go that high, you can go like this, and you don't have to be in the figure 4 position if it's not comfortable. Uncross the legs, extend and lengthen. So much fun. Generating warmth, feels good, and then come down. All right, if you do want to fold forward, arms extended or maybe hands to the frame of the chair, be aware of what your knee, what your hip have to say to you here. And then as you come up, just slide the leg on top. Okay, you're in your nice little cross-legged position. I'll turn a little bit sideways just so you can see. For the boat pose variation, I'm leaning back. I'm going to try to find that balancing point on my pelvis. Whee! I'm going to come down, take 2 feet to the floor, and just float and fly here. Go over the thighs with your rib cage, cross the arms behind your ankles. Inhale and exhale. And that deeper breath is very uplifting. It oxygenates the body, brings nutrition to every cell of the body, gets the heartbeat going a little bit. We'll bring the hands to prayer. Okay, a quick weight bearing set here before we come up to standing. This is the one where you'll want to probably face straight forward on your chair, but I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. This is the upward table in a chair yoga practice. Lifting the chest like so, and or coming off of the chair. Now you can walk the feet forward and do a little tricep push-up if you want to. Okay, and then you'll want to get back carefully to the chair. And just relax the wrists, circle a little bit both ways. Breathe in, settle the chi as you breathe out. Let's bring ourselves right on up to standing. You can hold on to the chair, bring your hands to your thighs, or come up hands free. And I'm going to move my chair off to the side. I find this is the best orientation for you all to be able to see what I'm showing you. If you prefer to have 2 hands to the chair, you can have your chair in front of you like this. Okay, so that's kind of nice to have a little more contact with the back of the chair. But as you get to standing, just take a moment, shake it out, see how you're feeling. Take a couple nice deep breaths. I'm going to have you just stand on one leg for a moment. Use the chair if you need to. Okay, not too complicated. Stand on the other leg. I want you to check in with how your balance feels today. We're going to do a little stretch and strengthen for the upper body, and it does involve standing on one leg. So now that you know how you're feeling with your balance, I'm going to do a knee pull. It looks like this, but you can also hold on to the chair. Okay, so pulling one knee in and then the other. Use the chair if you need to. Breathing, hugging that thigh in towards my chest. Getting the legs nice and warm. Now I usually counter this with a hamstring curl, and that goes like this. Okay, so I'm pulling my arms back. I'm kind of kicking my leg back, bringing the heel towards my butt. You'll feel it in the glutes and in the hamstring. And if you need your chair for balance, you can do it like this. Okay, we'll keep it going. A little longer. Pull, 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 pull. Good, one more time to each side. Now it may be almost a full moon out, so I'm going to have you bend your legs. Imagine that you see the reflection of the moon down there in the ocean. You want the moon back in the sky where it belongs, so toss it up, do a little back bend, and just do that 2 more times. Down, watch out for your chair, and up. Inhale and exhale, and then pause, bring the hands to the belly. Feel some nice warmth. Feel the heartbeat, come back to your breath. We'll do a little standing set that also involves balance. I did show this one on Zoom, so maybe some of you have had practice with it. I'll be a mirror image of you if you'd like to take your right leg back. And I'm going to turn a little bit this way so you have a better view. I usually start the high lunge with some pulsing, like so. Okay, and then bend that front leg, draw the belly in and up. Use the chair if you need to, or extend both arms and steady your breath and your gaze, maybe fixing on a point that's not moving. Okay, here the fun begins. This is called Fists of Fire. We reach forward, pull back, and as we pull back, we kick the back leg up. All right, so if you're doing it with your chair, that is just fine also. Okay, I was describing this as being an experience of proprioception, the awareness of our bodies in space. So important for staying steady and stable in life. Good, and then come back. Straighten the front leg. Fold forward. Now be next to your chair if you need it, because this is also a bit of a tricky combination. Bring your hand across to your front leg. So if I'm a mirror image of you still, it would be your right hand to your left leg. And then if you feel like it, twist a little bit and maybe even release your left arm and reach it towards the ceiling. This is called twisted or revolved triangle pose. It's quite tricky. So we'll come out of it. Good, breathe in. Step that back foot forward, breathe out. I'm gonna step back a little bit and just do a little forward fold here, which I call the easy breezy forward fold, down and up. Inhale, exhale like you're on a swing, just kind of weightless. Good, all the way up. Pause here, hands to the belly. Catch your breath. Let your body adjust. Come back to your intention or affirmation if you have one. And then to the second side of everything that we just did to the first side. If I'm a mirror image, it will be your left foot back. I'm turning a little bit to the side so you have a better view of things. Pulsing here. Okay. Maybe one hand to the chair. Draw the belly in and up. Consider lifting one or both arms. Steady your breath, steady your gaze so you feel like you can balance here for a couple more seconds. All right, proprioception, just moving and figuring out where to put that foot. We bring it forward and then back and use the chair. It's so nice to have a chair. Sometimes we need it, sometimes we don't. We're going to keep this going. This will warm you up. Okay, last couple times here. And then bring that foot back. Straighten both legs. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Now I was noticing in this orientation for myself, for the twist, I could bring my hand across to the chair or to my leg. And if I'm a mirror image of you, it will be your left hand to your right leg or to the chair. And then rotate and twist. Twisted triangle. Unwind, come back, 2 feet together, breathe in. I'm going to move back a little bit and just do a little rag doll here. Bend the legs. If you're okay with having your head down, release, relax towards the floor. Ooh, let your jaw relax, let your eyes relax. Ooh, take some nice deep breaths. And then really take your time coming up. No rush, you can use a chair if you need it. You don't want to feel woozy or lightheaded, or if you ever did, you want to know that you can hold on to that chair. And then just bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. And you might like to keep your eyes open, but just soften the gaze a little bit. And we will have some fun next with a little chair yoga sun salute. And for this, I would like you to be facing the back of your, or the seat of your chair rather. So for you all facing the screen, you would probably look something like this. The chair will block my view in this orientation, so I'm going to go sideways so you have a better sense of what I'm doing. Okay, I know I have furniture and whatnot there, but we are doing yoga at home these days. So what you see is what you get, including the creaky chair. I'd like you to stand nice and tall. This is called Standing Mountain Pose. Take a nice full breath in as you lift your arms. Exhale, fold. Step your feet back for a chair yoga downward dog. Now I like to bend the legs. Some folks like to straighten them. You can decide. The main thing is to really feel that you are elongating the spine, even getting a little traction there to decompress the back. Then look up, bring your right foot forward, and you can find your lunge here. Either keep fingertips touching the chair, hold on to the chair, or release. Some of you may even carefully come up like so. Now, in the Zoom practice that some of you did with me, I got a little creative, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to come down, I'm going to move my front foot back a little. I'm going to press off of the back foot. This is a chair yoga warrior 3. Hold on wherever you want to, or frame your head with your arms. If you want to get really crazy, you can plant your right hand to the chair if you have your right foot to the floor and open to half moon. This is definitely a challenge, but many of you have perhaps done this in a traditional yoga practice. Woo! Good. Come back to standing. In a traditional half moon, your hand would be all the way down to the floor rather than the chair. Okay, second side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step back to down dog. Stretch it out. Now on this side, if you would like to do some plank poses, you can wiggle your feet back, bring the shoulders over the wrists, draw the shoulder blades down the back, and do make sure your chair is stable and steady. You don't want to skid out with this one, obviously. Okay, from your down dog and maybe your plank, bring the left foot forward. Come off of the fingertips if you want to. Maybe lift the arms, everyone deciding where they want to go here. Breathe. Okay, come down carefully. Virabhadrasana 3. I'm moving my front foot back a little bit so I can extend. I like the hands to the seat of the chair, also to the back of the chair, maybe framing the head. Now here we go. This is the half moon. Your left hand to the chair, however you want to connect to the chair there. Open, open. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And we'll come down. 2 feet to the floor, breathe in. I showed this on Zoom also. It's quite nice to support our head whenever possible, to quiet the mind. So try this, stack your hands and bend your legs, come forward, and in a forward fold with your head coming to the chair, rest your forehead right here between the eyebrows to your stacked hands. You can close your eyes and just take some deep breaths. It's so great for emptying the mind, just letting go of busy thoughts. Now come up slowly. And perhaps even consider pausing halfway. Okay, a little time for your body to adjust. Come all the way up when you're ready. Breathe in. Palms down, settle the chi as you breathe out. Okay, very invigorating indeed. I have one more little event to show you here. So likely not everybody has a yoga block at home, but I'm sure everyone has a box of tissues. You don't have to do this now, but I'm going to show it to you, and then you can do it later on in the day if you want to. This is a fun little number. I think it's fun, some days more than others, where we try balancing the block or the box of tissues on our head. And quite naturally, this helps us to stand up nice and tall. So it's wonderful for posture and alignment. And when the posture and alignment are refined, it really helps the flow of chi, of energy, move through the body with ease. And I've been told stories of folks who had to do this with a book on their head when they were young for a little social grace experience, I guess, a class in social graces perhaps. So hopefully it doesn't bring back challenging memories for people, but you can do this during the day. As I say, it could be a a tissue box, or anything else that you'd like. And then the other thing is you can also imagine that you have something on your head and just stand nice and tall like so. And if you have a wall available, you can also stand right to the wall. The feet are parallel, about hip width apart. So all these things just help us to refine our posture and our alignment, and they really help us to feel just kind of comfortable in our bodies, and to find that nice deep steady breath and a sense of good energy as well. And we'll come back to seated. So you can adjust your chair and come on down. Get yourself comfortable here. The last thing before relaxation is a little more work for the midsection, the core muscles. This first move is called Dancing Cat. Some of you have done it before with me. We breathe in, we contract and round, lift the knee and breathe out. Inhale, other leg lifts. Exhale, contract the tummy here. Lift and contract. You could do it with your foot relaxed. You could flex your foot, see if that makes a difference. Okay, now we'll relax the arms. I'll show you a little different way to do this to get into the side core muscles. You could have your hands behind your head or hands to your shoulders, and we inhale, and then as we exhale, we lift one leg, but we bring the elbow over to the knee, and then we come up. Okay, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hands behind the head, it can be a good stretch. Maybe it's not quite as comfortable for some in the shoulders. I'll do it both ways. Once more to each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, release. Turn the palms down. Pump the arms. This is from Kundalini Yoga. This generates warmth and good energy, and it's good for the lymphatic system and the immune system. And then like little raindrops going down to the earth, patter, patter, patter the fingers. One hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Breathe in and breathe out. So perhaps you feel some nice warmth in the body. Perhaps you feel that you've released a little tension or tightness that you might have experienced before coming into the practice today. We haven't done a lot of twisting beyond the revolved triangle. It was the standing pose that we did. So let's just finish rotating to one direction and then to the other way. This is a very gentle seated chair yoga twist. It's great to do at your desk or table of any sort that you might be working at on a computer or something of that sort. So just a little break during the day to twist side to side. And then just to finish with one last forward fold, maybe taking the feet wide, breathing in. And you can slide the hands down the shins, come halfway, which would look like this. Or just allow the head to go down with its own weight towards the earth. You can really release the shoulders here. Make any sound that you'd like, a sigh, a yawn. Release the jaw. Up slowly. Now if you'd like to pause the video and add a few more stretches or poses of your choice, you're welcome to do so, of course. We will be coming into stillness for our final relaxation. I always recommend, if you want a little softer experience, you can put a pillow behind you or underneath you. You can get a little jacket or dim the lights, whatever would help you to kind of feel nice and comfortable and cozy. And then once you are set in a comfortable position, just close the eyes or soften the gaze and take that full breath in again. And that complete exhalation out. Letting go once more of anything we don't need. Breathe in and breathe out. Anything that's not serving us, tension, negative thoughts, concerns, we just move it along on the out breath. And then just feel your body heavy on the earth. Allow the breath to deepen. Just appreciate that nice sense of knowing that there's nothing at this time that we need to fix or figure out. nothing to accomplish or achieve, no obligations, no questions to answer. A time to really digest the practice, to receive the benefits at many levels. A time to refresh and refuel. Nothing more, simply dropping back, releasing, relaxing, and letting go completely. Again of your body. Take in this place of calm that we've arrived at. And then just slowly deepen the breath and add movement when you're ready. Fingers and toes, hands and feet, wrists and ankles, shoulders and head. We could make a song. I think that would make a good song for kindergartners maybe, or for yoga practitioners of any age. Just take a little time here, reawaken, shake it out, and I'm just going to have us conclude with what we began the practice with today, with this theme of bringing warmth and light and brightness into our spheres of being. So as you adjust to the light of the room, let's take Surya Mudra again. And we won't do the circling this time. We'll just extend the arms, the V shape if that's comfortable, or you can go a little wider apart. Okay, so just take a couple nice deep breaths. Feel positive, feel clear, feel warm and bright. And then we'll take fisted hands over the heart, tuck the chin, and then here just open the hands wide. Breathe in. And there's a softness to this, we're not doing this aggressively, we're just taking it gently to just feel that final little bit of really bright energy that we've generated together today. And then from the open hands, float the arms down and bring the palms together like so at the middle of the chest, the heart center. Coming back to our intentions or affirmations if we have one. And then with a nice sense of peace within and around us, we can take a final moment here. And I like to bow the head to the heart to acknowledge and appreciate the light and energy within. And then always to look up and to bow to honor and appreciate the light in others. And I will do that with a warm namaste to all. So thank you all for joining me. Have a great day. Stay warm, stay bright. I know you will. Namaste.